Hello and welcome to Just Hoops. The Indiana Pacers are one of the most fun, young, and exciting teams in the NBA, and I think in this video it's time to look at their future, starting with Bennedict Mathurin. The rookie from Arizona is averaging 17 points per game, 1 assist, 4 rebounds, shooting highly efficient for a rookie, and he is +8 in his on-off differential. And the other half of this exciting duo is Tyrese Haliburton. The guy's playing like an all-star this year, averaging 20 points per game, leading the league in assists with 10.5 per game, shooting nearly 50-40-90, and just being an all-around force at the offensive and defensive ends of the floor. So in this video, we're going to look at the potential outlook for the Indiana Pacers around these two young stars in the backcourt, starting by breaking down Bennedict Mathurin's game. The first thing I want to talk about in terms of Ben Mathurin's game is the defensive end of the floor. He's already showing a raw ability to be a stout individual defender, taking on some of the best scorers on a nightly basis from Jimmy Butler, DeMar DeRozan, Jalen Brunson, and that list goes so far. He does a really good job at being physical on the ball. You can see here against Jalen Brunson, he makes his presence felt. He's always there, always connected, his hands are out, his feet are active, and he stays in front and forces a really tough two. All these clips show that he has a good stance, he has a good body about him, his presence and attention to detail defensively is evident. This attention to detail can also be seen statistically with his on-off numbers. Per 100 possessions, opponents are scoring negative 6.7 points with Ben on the floor, just showing that he takes pride in defense. He has the physical tools to be a really good defender, and already as a rookie he's taking pride at this end of the floor and making things difficult for the opposition. We already talked about a lot of the things, but you can see his stance is very good. He plays with force, he's physical, and he's a really good athlete just to make things difficult for whoever he's guarding on a given night. But the part of his game at this end of the floor I want to see him to continue and improve is off-ball hawking, forcing turnovers, and just being a pest across the floor regardless if he's on or off the ball. He's a forceful defender, and the more he's able to ball hawk and be a really good off-ball defender, the sky's the limit for him at this end of the floor. Now let's flip ends of the floor and talk about his offensive game. Everything for Ben starts in transition. He's a great athlete in the open floor, able to get out and run, make plays with the ball in his hands or off of other guys. Here against the Knicks, you can see he's able to push the pace himself off the glass, go coast to coast, and finish plays with force and physicality. Him as an athlete in the open floor is just really fun and incredible to watch. He's able to get up and down with the best of them, able to push himself while also playing off of other guys, finding cracks, finding openings, catching, being a lob threat, and just overall being a great open floor athlete. And with his finishing ability, he has the ability to blow by anyone, get to the rim, and make tough plays look easy deep in the paint. But the one part of his game on the break that I want to continue to see him develop is him as a playmaker. The more he's able to find the guy ahead or also find the guy with him, the more it'll be a challenge for defenses to find answers for him in transition. He's already playing with an advantage, so the more he's able to make smart, under-control decisions for his teammates on the break, the better he'll be in general. Now to pivot and talk about Ben in the half court, he's a great finisher and rim pressure guy. You can see in all these clips that he does a great job at creating angles, being forceful with the ball in his hands, and just getting downhill at such a physical level that you don't see from guys that are rookies and at his position. When he gets to the rim, he shoots 58% from down there. He gets to the rim 38% of the time. And for him being a rookie, he does a really good job at just being physical, not taking no for an answer, getting down there, and just being a force offensively. And when he gets down there, he is the decision-making to understand when to go to the rim, when to take a floater. And I think a level of his game that he can continue to improve is his off-ball cutting. The more pressure he can put on the rim without the ball in his hands, I think the even bigger of a challenge it'll be for defenses to find an answer for him when he does get downhill. And lastly, Ben has a confident shooting stroke. He's shooting 35.5% from 3, but he takes pretty difficult shots from beyond the arc. He doesn't get many catch and shoot opportunities. A lot of the time the ball gets on the ground once or twice before he takes it off. But overall, his ability to knock these tough shots down shows that he has the base and foundation to be a pretty elite shooter from beyond the arc. And these last few clips show his ability to create space on the perimeter to get off his shot. He's already shown an ability to create and make tough shots, but as he grows in the NBA, I'm excited to see his shot selection improve and also just improve as an overall 3-level scoring threat. Now it's time to dive into the game of Tyrese Haliburton, who's been playing at an all-star level. Starting with his elite playmaking ability. As you can see throughout these clips, he is an elite passer. He makes tough plays look easy time and time again, and it all starts with his poise, patience, and vision. These first bunch of clips are him in transition. You can see that he does a great job at having poise. He's never rushed. Secondly, you can see he's patient. He understands where the offensive players are going and where the defense is anticipating. And lastly, his vision. He's able to make a lot of these passes because he sees the floor. He's 6'5", 6'6", and he's able to have his head up and see everything going on. The way he's able to make plays in transition and in the half court, as we're getting to now, is what allows him to be so successful in scoring. Now to talk a little bit about the half court, the poise, patience, and vision all apply to this also. He's able to read the defense, manipulate them with his eyes, and then make the right, under control decision time and time again. I think Haliburton is just scratching the surface in terms of how good he can be as a playmaker, assist man, and just overall presence with the ball in his hands, and I'm excited to see how much better he can get with the ball in his hands. Now to go from playmaking to scoring, Tyrese Haliburton is an elite 3-level scorer, and I think it all starts with this 3-point shot. He's taking nearly half of his shots from beyond the arc, and he's shooting over 40% from 3. A lot of his attempts are tough. He's able to create a shot off the bounce and also be a spot-up threat, but I really want to dive into his ability to create a shot from beyond the arc. He's able to get his feet down, use his eyes to manipulate the defense off, but at the end of the day, it all starts with his feet. He gets his feet down and allows his shot to be quick. He's always been an elite 3-point shooter, but this year he's shooting at a next level volume. He just came off a 10 3-point made game against the Miami Heat, and this last clip here against Miami, you can see his ability to create space, get his feet down, and knock down the shot. Next, let's look at his ability to get to the cup and finish at the rim. In terms of his shooting at the rim, he's shooting 67%, which is tied with his career high so far. But again, it's with the most volume. He's an elite finisher with his size and length. He's able to get downhill, create different openings than other guys could for his position. He has great length and strength when he does get to the rim, making a lot of these finishes even better for him. But he is very creative when he gets down there. He's able to finish in a variety of ways with his left and his right. He's able to get some spin off the glass, have high touch on the backboard. He's able to create advantages on the perimeter to get that space. And here against Miami, you can see he's able to go at big matchups like Bam Adebayo, create an angle, get downhill, and finish with touch off the glass. The level of his game that I'm excited about him continuing to develop, though, is that mid-range jumper, mid-range second-level game, getting to his spots, getting downhill, creating a little bit of an advantage, and using it to knock down these tough twos. His ability to make these tough twos will make him even more of a threat to get to the rim and also make it even tougher for defenses to get out to him on the three-point line. But lastly, let's talk about him as a defender. He's not the most elite individual defender, but he does a really good job with his IQ and understanding of the game to go out there and make plays. Individually, you can see his size and length give him advantages, especially against his position. He's able to get in a stance, be low, be aggressive, block shots on the perimeter, and just be a pest with that size, length, and athletic ability. But he needs to continue to grow, especially moving better laterally, staying in front, and making plays in that one-on-one level. Where he is special, though, is as a rotating, off-ball, just spot-up team defender. He's able to move around, rove, make plays as a plug, come out, contest a three. He's able to just float, use that length to his advantage, and just be a very tough, team-dependent defender. I think that as he continues to grow and develop, he can be a very good one-on-one defender, but right now his ability to be that off-ball guy, fly around and make plays is what the Pacers need, and that also turns into turnovers. That off-ball ability to read the floor and make plays is seen with him averaging nearly 2 steals per game at the moment, and I think that the more he's able to make these plays off the ball, the better it'll be for the Pacers, and the better it'll be for him in the long haul as an off-ball rover, defender, and playmaker. What does the future look like for the Indiana Pacers? I think the future is bright. Tyrese Haliburton is a star right now, and the sky's the limit for him moving forward at both ends of the floor, and Bennedict Mathurin is showing on a nightly basis that he is a force to reckon with. He's able to score at 3 levels, and he's able to guard some of the best players in the NBA. So I hope you guys enjoyed this video, learned something about the Pacers and their future. For more content like this, please like, subscribe, and share, and we'll catch you in the next one.